It is Flag Day, and with that in mind, we have Brett Biggins here. He is from Martin's Flag Company, and you might be saying to yourself, Martin's Flag Company, where's that at, and what is Martin's Flag Company? Well, you should know the name Martin's Flag Company because they've been around for a couple of years, Brett, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been around 123 years.
123,
Yeah.
1895.
Yes, yep. We've been around in one form or another since 1895.
Wow, how did the company all get started?
You know, actually, it started out as a fireworks company. So
Really?
kind of with the whole Iowa just doing fireworks, the company started off as a fireworks company back in 1895. And then slowly, as I think World War II came about, you know, there was a shortage of gunpowder and things like that. So they had to kind of make a switch. They weren't able to get the fireworks they needed, and they kind of were doing a little bit with flags and flagpoles, but had to go full time into it after they couldn't get gunpowder for the fireworks anymore.
Now, where was this all being done? Where was the location?
It was all in Fort Dodge.
In Fort Dodge?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. That's kind of where the company had started, and it had continued until we actually moved the company to West Des Moines back here in the beginning of 2017. So
There you go.
No idea.
Making the pilgrimage.
And where is the company located?
we're
right
located
now?
down in Valley Junction, so right there on the main Fifth Street,
On the main
first
drag?
block. Yep.
Okay.
So right there on the first Fifth Street block there, just on the east side of the road, right where the old Kavanaugh Art Gallery building used to be.
We
down
know
there.
exactly where that's at.
Yep.
All right, so they give you a perspective as
Yeah.
to what to look for. Now, what type of selection do you have when it comes to flags? Are they just all American flags or Iowa flags? What do you have?
We've got a wide array of just about everything. I mean, we've got American flags, state, military. If any businesses or people are looking to do custom flags, we can do those
You
as
can?
well. Yeah, yep. We do a lot of business with customers that want to get custom logo flags, things like that, put up on their flagpoles outside their businesses.
What's the turnaround for something like that, time-wise?
Usually it depends on the time of year. Obviously with Memorial Day and 4th of July, it can be a little bit longer, but typically we have them turned around in around 2 weeks.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, yep. From artwork approval from the customer, about 2 weeks is what we have for a turnaround time on them.
Well, with today being Flag Day, we
Yep.
want to make sure we're staying educated about the procedure when it comes to our American flag and some flag etiquette this morning.
Yep. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll run specials with people. So we always get people in asking, well, what do I do with my American flag after it's, you know, tattered or needs to be retired? And we'll actually take those flags in and we'll give the customer a little bit of a discount for
Oh, you
bringing them
will?
in. Yeah, we give them 10% off if they bring in their flag for us to take care of and retire, just so that we can take care of that, make sure that that flag gets retired appropriately.
The proper way.
Yes, yep. And a lot of there's some misconceptions too with etiquette. Some people, the one question we always get is, if you got two flags on a flagpole, you got an American flag on top and let's say a state flag or military flag below that, what are the size appropriations to that? And as long as that flag below is not bigger than the American flag, you're fine. So you could do, for instance, a 3 foot by 5 foot American flag at the very top, and right below that you could do a 3 foot by 5 foot state of Iowa
So
flag.
equal is okay then?
Equal is okay, yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So, and then of course always keep, if you're going to have your flags up 24/7, make sure you get a light on it.
Okay.
Now, a light on it, are we talking a spotlight or are we talking it has to be illuminated where you could see it? Which one are you talking about?
So there's a couple different varieties. So we have a telescoping flagpole, which for residential areas comes all the way to
Those
the
are
bottom.
really nice.
They're really, really nice for residential use. And you can put a solar light on top of that to where people don't have to run a wire out to the flagpole or run
Okay.
electrical out there.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice for them to be able to stick with the flag etiquette and flag code.
Set
to
it up and
light
forget it.
That's right. Yep. And then if
What do those run on? Okay, I'm curious about
yeah,
this.
so the telescoping flagpoles will start at about 250 and they'll go up to 349. They come in a 20 or 25 foot configuration, which is really a good size for residential use. Typically people don't want to go much taller than that, just to kind of keep the flagpole and flag appropriate for
Right.
the height of the house or,
Right.
or what
Got
have
it.
you on that. So
All right.
And why are things like this so important when we're talking etiquette? You know, some people are like, I'm just proud because I have my flag out and about, but there are certain guidelines that we want to make sure people are thinking about and following.
Sure, it's a lot about of a respect thing, right? It just goes back to making sure that you treat the American flag with respect, and making sure that, you know, if you're gonna fly the American flag, that you're at least aware of some of the things that you're responsible for when flying it. There's not a lot. It's basically keep a light on it at night, make sure the size appropriations are correct when you're flying them, and just be proud to have the American flag at your house or business.
Okay, so when you say keep a light on it at night, you mean the American flag?
Yeah.
So if you have a regular flag, you don't have to worry about the light situation?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's just the American flag that mandates if you're going to fly it 24/7. Now, a lot of places will put the flag up in the morning and they'll come take it down before they leave. They don't obviously need a light. They'll put it up the next day.
Now, what about the materials of flags? What kind of flags are we looking at that you suggest people to purchase?
So we sell for the American flag. Really, there's two varieties. It comes in a nylon or it comes in a polyester. Now, that's the question we get the most often is what flag should I get? Well, it's kind of a loaded question because polyester flags, or I say polyester, it's a two-spun polyester material. And that is the best flag to get for when it's high wind areas. So businesses that have flag poles that are kind of more exposed or out in the wind, that's what we recommend going with. So somebody will say, my flag didn't last as long as I thought. If they had a nylon flag before, we recommend them going to that two-spun polyester material. On the flip side of that, for residential use, like at my house, I always fly a nylon flag just because in the breeze it flies with a little bit less of a breeze, and it's just a nice looking flag, I think. So for lighter winds, it'll kind of kick it out, and versus a polyester is a little bit heavier flag to get to fly in lighter breezes. So.
All right. Well, maybe Flag Day will inspire people to go out and get some flags.
Absolutely.
And display them.
And as you mentioned, this is kind of your busier time of year when we just got done with Memorial. We're getting into 4th of July and all that good stuff. So it's an honor and a proud moment when you can fly the American flag.
For sure. Yep. It's a great thing for people to have out in their front. And I always tell when I'll go out and do installs and things, and people are excited that they at least have, I always say an anchor to their landscape or something that it makes the house look nice. It shows the patriotism, and it just looks great, I think.
All right, to get more questions answered or just get yourself a flag, give everybody your location one more time.
Yeah, we're down in Valley Junction on 5th Street, so just come down and see us. Like I said, we'll have flags 10% off today for American flags. And like I said, we're right there on the 5th Street. You can see us. You can check us out online as well at martinsflag.com.
That works.
Now in Des Moines.
There it is.
Go check it out. Love it.
Started out 1895 and now anchored right here. Wonderful.
That's
well,
right.
Happy Flag Day to you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us this morning.